for population management. The year of 2025 marked a decisive turning point, with Andhra Pradesh becoming free from illicit liquor distillation and making decisive progress towards eradicating ganjai and becoming a drug-free state. This has been accomplished through the rollout of Navodayam 2.0, first piloted in select districts and subsequently implemented across the state, combining strong enforcement with community engagement. Now empowering livelihoods, skills and women's participation. Education remains the greatest equalizer and skilling is the strongest bridge between learning and livelihoods. The government's approach to employment generation is anchored in equipping youth with industry relevant skills aligned to emerging technologies and evolving market needs. Through a structured skill census and a forward-looking sports policy, interventions are being tailored to local aspirations and regional demand, ensuring that training leads to meaningful employment, self-reliance, and social mobility. This integrated strategy places young people at the center of growth, transforming demographic potential into economic strength. Providing livelihoods and creating employment in rural areas continues to be our priority. The Manrega framework has now been strengthened and reimagined through the enactment of Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Roskar and Ajivika Mission Gramin VBG Act 2025, making a significant shift from wage employment alone to comprehensive livelihood security in rural areas. Under this new act, the guaranteed employment per rural household has been enhanced from 100 to 125 days. Women are the center of my government's development strategy, not as passive beneficiaries, but as active economic partners. Policies are being designed to strengthen women's participation in entrepreneurship, livelihoods, and local economies. Support to self-help group is being aligned with credit, marketing, and enterprise development, while skill initiatives are linked to income generation and asset creation. In this direction, my government is promoting 1 lakh women entrepreneurs this year under the Swayam initiative, with a clear target of expanding this to 5 lakh women in the coming year. This approach strengthens household resilience and accelerates inclusive growth across rural and urban areas. My government is advancing women's safety and child development through a comprehensive framework that blends prevention, protection, and empowerment. Strengthened Anganwadi services are addressing nutrition, early learning, and the prevention of physical and intellectual deficiencies from an early age. Mission Vatsalya is reinforcing child care and protection, while Mission Shakti supports women's safety through legal aid, shelter, rehabilitation, and empowerment. These initiatives are being strengthened through technology-enabled monitoring, community participation, and responsive support systems, creating safer environments, enabling early intervention, and fostering dignity, resilience, and opportunity for women and children across the state. Now, resurgence of growth to ascendance of prosperity. Economic revival has been pursued with a clear emphasis on the long-term sustainability and balanced growth. My government has prioritized infrastructure creation, industrial development, and regional equity to unlock the state's full potential. Investment in roads, ports, airports, urban transformation, and emerging technologies are creating jobs and improving connectivity. Simultaneously, focused efforts on MSMEs, agriculture, and services are strengthening local economies. The state's economy is steadily returning to a strong growth path, supported by revival across agriculture, industry, and services. Improved fiscal discipline, investment momentum, and infrastructure development are contributing to higher economic activity, building infrastructure for balanced regional development. The government is according the highest priority to completing the Polavaram project, the backbone of the state's irrigation system, with a firm resolve to complete it before June 2027. Building on this foundation, the Handri Neva Sujala Sravanti is being advanced to deliver quick and tangible benefits to drought-prone regions. The Nallamala Sagar and river linking initiatives are being pursued to connect Godavari waters from Polavaram to the Vamsadhara and southern river systems. Parallelly, preparations for the Godavari Pushkaralu scheduled in 2027 have commenced with focused attention on infrastructure, pilgrim facilities, and riverfront management, reflecting responsible water stewardship and administrative readiness. Under the vision of inclusive and equitable development, government has adopted a regional development approach covering all 28 districts of Andhra Pradesh, organized into 3 integrated growth regions with Visakhapatnam, Amaravati, and Tirupati as their epicenters. The recent union budget announced on city economic regions reinforces this strategy, with the Vijayawada Guntur Amaravati cluster emerging as a strong Tier 2 urban agglomeration anchored in logistics, capital functions, and talent hubs. While the Visakhapatnam economic region has been launched, planning for the Amaravati and Tirupati regions is underway. Regional strengths are being harnessed through port-led economic development, aquaculture, and sustainable growth along the coast, horticulture in Rayalaseema, and value-based initiatives in tribal areas. My government is opening a new chapter that links Amaravati to the frontiers of quantum and advanced technology, echoing the efforts of the country to build domestic capabilities in next generation computing under the National Quantum Mission. My government has launched the Amaravati Quantum Valley. Andhra Pradesh is positioning itself among the select global locations where quantum computing systems will be operational over the year. Global conversations, including those at World Economic Forum in Davos, reflect growing interest in our state's ambition and preparedness. Alongside artificial intelligence, these technologies can unlock entirely new economic possibilities. By aligning innovation, talent, and policy, our government believes that future-driven sectors can create unprecedented value, moving the state decisively from resurgence towards technological and economic ascendance. Amaravati is being rebuilt with renewed momentum, supported by financial closure of key infrastructure works with support from the union government, substantial progress in land pooling, and transparent technology-enabled processes that have reaffirmed the trust of farmers. To give further stimulus, my government has entered into a memorandum of understanding with the government of the Republic of Singapore to establish a framework for cooperation in sustainable urban governance, digital and real-time governance, human resource management, and sustainable economic growth, including the building of Amaravati capital city. In a significant step towards long-term certainty, the union government has initiated the process to introduce legislation to accord statutory status to Amravati as the permanent capital of Andhra Pradesh. To strengthen urban infrastructure and sustainable mobility, the government is advancing the development of metro rail systems in Visakhapatnam and Vijayawada. Metro projects have been approved at the state level and are being taken forward through a structured corridor-based approach that integrates key residential, commercial and industrial zones designed to reduce congestion, cut travel time and lower pollution. These metro systems will provide safe, reliable and affordable mass transit for growing urban populations. The Union Budget 2026 announced the new high-speed rail corridors, including bullet train-ready routes such as the Hyderabad-Bengaluru, Chennai-Bengaluru and Hyderabad-Chennai corridors will pass through Andhra Pradesh, boosting connectivity and economic growth. Driving industrialization and employment expansion. My government has launched more than 25 new policies and initiated development of MSME parks across 175 assembly constituencies. Industrial infrastructure continues to expand through a strong network of industrial parks, MSME parks, sectoral clusters, and the Visakhapatnam-Chennai Industrial Corridor. New industrial clusters at Kopparthi and Orvakal are reinforcing balanced regional development. Investor facilitation has been strengthened through an upgraded single desk portal, improving speed of doing business and ensuring timely approvals. Global trade developments, including the recent India-EU and India-US agreements, are opening new markets, which the state is leveraging to boost exports in marine products, electronics, and engineering goods. Future-ready initiatives such as Space City, Aerospace City, Electronic City, Drone City, Quantum Valley, Green Hydrogen City, and semiconductor ecosystem are being advanced. These efforts will be further complemented by recent Union Budget initiatives on reservoir development, Amrit Sarovars, and the coastal fisheries value chain. Globally, energy transitions are reshaping economic fortunes. While many economies remain locked into fossil fuels or face supply vulnerabilities, India holds a unique advantage through its integrated national grid. Andhra Pradesh is poised to leverage this strength to lead the shift away from fossil fuel dependence by advancing green hydrogen, green ammonia, and renewable energy-based industrial ecosystems. The state is positioning itself at the forefront of clean industrial innovation. It will reduce exposure to global shocks, lower costs over time, and establish Andhra Pradesh as a driver of new clean energy economy. To protect consumers and restore stability, my government took the responsibility of bearing electricity dues amounting to rupees 4,498 crores on behalf of the people. True down mechanism has resulted in reducing power tariff by 13 paisa per unit, easing the financial burden across households and business. Costs that could have been passed on were instead absorbed through better financial management. A sector that was once weakened by poor decisions is now being repositioned as a national model. With predictable and affordable power, confidence is returning. This